Hey everyone at home, this is Ankur Garg from Fun Factory. I'm super excited today to introduce you guys to Petros Chalkitis.
Chalkitis?
Chalkitis?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from an island called Rhodes. It's south of Greece.
South of Greece.
Yeah, I came here really young.
Okay.
I came to study and then go back. I fell in love with New York.
It was the
And
Knicks, wasn't it? That got you to
it was
stay.
basketball. It was the city, different world, never sleeps, um, and I never went back.
So for those of you guys who aren't sure what this video is about, we're here at the AOTA conference. Petros here is an occupational therapist. How long have you been in this career path and in this industry?
This past February, 18 years. So now 18 years and 2 months. Yes.
Where'd you go to school? Like, is this to become an OT? Is it just like a couple of years? You
So
have to do
it-
undergrad, postgrad. How does it work?
It changes over time. When I was going, you could have done 4 years.
When you were going, like
When I
18
started,
years
like,
ago.
yeah, exactly. You could have done a master's if you wanted, which I did. So it was a five year and a few months. Now it's a doctor program. So now you go to school for 6, 7 years,
Oh,
but
wow.
you're a doctor of OT, which I have an option to do that, but I haven't done it yet.
So as an OT, I feel like there's patients that come at all ages, shapes, sizes, lifestyles, so on and so forth. What is your specialty?
So yeah, that's correct. What you said. You can work in any population, any age. I specialize in pediatrics, ages between 2 and 12.
Okay.
I did work with younger, like babies, and I worked with older, but my specialty is those younger, 2 to 10, 12 years old.
So what types of backgrounds do these patients have at that age where they need to work with an OT? Like what kind of children would parents bring to you?
Um, the majority of parents will bring a child with any fine motor difficulties or any sensory difficulties. So um, a lot of times we'll find that there's more after we evaluate them, but those are the main two things. So a child that has difficulty writing or using their hands to do to cut or use Play-Doh, or if they have a sensory difficulty, they cover their ears, or they do something repetitively, or they'll they won't be able to regulate themselves. They do loud screaming, or they hate loud sounds. So any sensory. So we evaluate them, and then we'll find some other things that might
That's
be
amazing.
hiding.
I
They
can't
won't be-
imagine what these families go through.
Education for families is important. And a lot of the parents don't know.
Right.
So they'll bring the child for a writing difficulty, and we'll tell them, oh, by the way, this is what we found. And they're like, what is that? So they'll ask questions, and that's the most important thing, education. So a lot of it goes with it. Like I always ask my parents to come in and be in the session and talk to me and ask me and meet with them over Zoom or live.
And honestly, it takes a village, right? So I'm sure sometimes you meet with other family members and just kind of give everyone some guidance on how to best help those patients of yours.
A village is right. Schools, teachers, parents, other providers. I'm an OT. We have to speak to the speech therapist and see what they're doing, or the PT, the teachers, what they're doing. Give them strategies. That's important, and we do that, I would say, once a month at least.
So one of the things that makes Fun Factory so special is that we build sensory gyms for those children that need it. So could you tell us a little bit more about how sensory gyms are helping patients of yours?
So this sensory gym, then that's great. And I've seen Fan Factory is amazing what they do. The sensory gym, it allows the child to get those needs in those areas that they can't get anywhere else. Because there's no, the weather, right? Or, there's no accessibility.
Right.
So everything is accessible. Like sensory gym will have like a swing or a crash mat or a climbing wall or a hang bar, like a trapeze. So all those things you can get in one place, which is safe, fun, and you get the goals that you need out of the child. Successful, helps with the self-esteem, and you can also work on the other areas like fine motor skills or handwriting, right? And
So if you've been in the industry for 18 years, and I know Fun Factory is probably new in your orbit of learning about these companies, what is your opinion on what Rebecca Dean and her entire team are doing with presenting this as an option for clinicians, different groups, parents?
I think Rebecca and the whole team, I think they're doing a great job, like making what I got out of was what I saw was the safe, the safety. So the main thing I saw was safe, fun, and colors, inviting. So it's an inviting environment, enjoyable. Every kid will want to be there. My daughter saw a picture, and she goes, "Oh, can I go there?" And I go, I want to go there too because I haven't seen it yet, but it looks great, functional.
I can only imagine, like back in the day when you were first starting out, that some of these sensory gyms probably were like grayscale. They weren't exciting to go to. Parents weren't excited about it. The kids weren't excited about it. But now when you see what Fun Factory is doing, you're just like, wow. You know, this almost feels like it's a luxury opportunity for the kids to do something that they're going to love.
It seems complete. Okay, so it seems like over time, therapists learned and evolved. And this, what Factory Gym does and what you see is the final result, the final, what comes out when everything is perfect. And that's what I get from what I see from them. And I hope more gyms like that are available to other clinicians, and in that way, like more children can benefit from that, because the more you get, the more children in areas that are not available will benefit.
On that note, I'm so excited that you brought that up. For everyone listening at home, I hope you know you can follow Fun Factory and the entire team on any one of the platforms. Our handles are usually going to be Fun Factory Sensory Gym. If you can't find us, just look us up in the search engine on any one of these platforms. We share tons of great content, information for both parents, information for clinicians, and all the information about getting one of these sensory gyms at the local place near you where you are at home. But thank you so much for being part of AOTA 23 with us.
Thank
and
you
we're so excited
for giving me a chance to interview you.
Yeah. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to come back next year when we're going to be in Orlando?
I will be 100% in for next year. As long as you're there. I didn't think I will. I was hesitant. I haven't been in one of these in years, and I really enjoyed it. I got to meet really great clinicians. I got to work with a great personality and energetic, fun guy.
I love you too, Petros.
And looking forward to that, actually, and it will be even better.
Thanks to everyone tuning at home. We'll see you guys next year in Orlando.
See you next year.
How was that?
It was great.
Right?
Yeah, your questions are straightforward.